Hi guys, in today's lesson I'm gonna talk about how you can play the same progressions in a lot of new ways without learning any new voicings. So mostly when you're working on improving your comping and playing chords, you're probably thinking more about what kind of voicings and checking that out, and working on voice leading and extensions and what you put on each chord. But actually there's another way that works really well if you want to be more free and have more options when you're playing the same progression and use the voicings you already know. So to demonstrate that, I'm going to take a 2-5-1 in the key of E flat with these voicings, so F minor 7, B flat 7 altered, and E flat major 7. And then I'm going to play that in 5 different ways and get completely different sounding cadences out of it, and just trying to show some of the options you get when you start playing some of the strings or some of the voices actually in the chords individually, and what you can do with that. So let's get started with the first example. So the starting point is of course just these drop 2 voicings. And if you want to get more familiar with that, you can check out my lesson on drop 2 voicings. I've made quite a few. And I'll link to them here of course. What I'm doing now is, a drop 2 voicing is 4 notes. So there are some intervals within that, and playing it like this, I'm first emphasizing this major 7th interval, and then a 6th interval on top. And then with the second one, the idea is completely the same, because I'm just playing string sets. But because I'm playing it in 2 sets of intervals, I get a completely different emphasis on the voicing. So it doesn't sound like this. It really gets sort of its own life. Like. The second example sounds like this. This is pretty much the same kind of idea, except now I'm emphasizing the 10th that's in the voicings. So I'm playing the outer part first and then the inner part afterwards. The third example sounds like this. So now that we have a few ideas in terms of just what we can do, so we've split the voicing up in intervals, and in this one I'm also just arpeggiating in the way that you would normally arpeggiate something like. So I'm kind of using all the normal guitaristic things and trying to apply that to our jazz voicings, because it's somehow, you often forget that guitar is something that you can play like this, and you can use that on your jazz voicings too and make something nice out of it. Yeah, so the example is first the 10th, and then this small melody with the inner voices, and then on the B flat 7 altered, I'm simply arpeggiating in a pattern like, and letting that ring, repeating the melody, and then playing the E flat major 7 voicing in 2 intervals. The fourth example sounds like this. So again, a similar idea. First I'm just presenting sort of all the notes in one go like this, and then making this inner voice melody, and then breaking up the B flat 7, so it's first this interval and then adding these 2 later, and then repeating this melody that I resolved to this voicing, and then add this melody on top of it. So you get. And again, I really think it sounds like I'm playing sort of a melodic statement and not just chords, which I think is something that's really nice to do. And I'm not really playing anything like chord melody, like it's just the same voicing, and then I'm just choosing the strings that I'm playing and sort of thinking about how to make something with that, which is easy to do, and it's something you can do even when you're comping, and just explore and see what you can do with it. The final example sounds like this. So I start off with this way of arpeggiating the F minor chords, and then I'm starting to use sort of string sets, which is something you also find in Brazilian music once in a while. And then I go on and play the complete chord on the B flat 7 altered, and then I have this sort of string skipping way of arpeggiating that before I resolve it to the B flat, and then later add the rest of the chord for the E flat major 7. That was 5 examples of how you can get different melodies and sounds out of the same set of voicings on the same progression. I hope that you can use it. I think this is something that is often overlooked, and that's something that you can really pull a lot out of while you're playing already and start messing with. So I would say try and do that. It's not really something you can be very systematic about, but you can apply it to any of the different kinds of voicings that I already covered. I've made quite a few videos on different voicing types already, which I'll link to here. In any case, I hope that you like the video. If you like it, then please like it here on YouTube, and you can of course subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you'll be up to date with new lessons. I make a new lesson pretty much every week. If you have any comments, then feel free to leave them here on the video, or get in touch with me on Instagram or Twitter or Google Plus or Facebook. Let me know there. I'm always happy to hear about what you guys want to hear lessons about, or if you have any questions or any remarks on some of the lessons I already made. So thank you for watching, and until next time.